Hey everyone, just wanted to give you an update on the Haslab Ecto ones that is currently funding. At this time, it is 10:20 a.m. Saturday, November 30th, and they are at 11,820 backers. They need 12,000, so this thing's going to fund within the next hour or so, I'm guessing. Um, so that's great news for everyone who wants it. So I did back it, and I backed three of them. I'll tell you why in a minute. I might be backing a fourth actually, because I'm fucking crazy. So, excuse my French, but so yeah, so it's definitely going to be funded. We're going to be getting this thing. I still have many gripes about some of the stuff on this car that I really hope they address. Really hope they address. Now, I know it's a toy. I know it's a 112, around 112 scale for the 6-inch figures and all that stuff. I get that, blah, blah, blah. But for the price that they're asking, and not only the price that they're asking, but they keep going on and on about how they're working with the Ecto 1 experts and this and that. And it's like, well, if you're going to brag about that, then you really need to fix some of these things that are off on this. If you're gonna, if you don't say, well, we're working with the experts and everything's gonna be the most accurate Ecto one you're ever gonna get. If they don't say that, well, then you get what you get. It's like, it's a toy, whatever. There's going to be things that are going to be off, and it is what it is. But if you're going to go on about how you're working with all the Ecto 1 experts and it's going to be perfect and it's going to be the best Ecto 1 version you've ever seen, the most accurate one, well, then I'm going to nitpick it, right? Especially if I'm spending all this money. So I'm not being mean or nothing. I'm just being honest, But as a diehard Ghostbuster fan who has basically studied this car since I was 6 years old. But so yeah, there's many things on this car that that needs to be addressed if you ask me. And there's also some things where there's not much you can do about it because of the scale. I get that as well. But anyways, I'm going to make a video later on going in depth about all the tiny little things that I hope they address. I hope they listen to the fans. I don't know how much time from the start of production to whatever, what they can change, what they can't change, and all that stuff. But it's just, I'm excited. I'm excited to get these. I'm really excited to have that Ecto 1A. Like I said, I only had one other version. It was the 118th Hot Wheels one. And so anyways, the reason why I'm backing three of them, probably four, but I probably might get the fourth one later down the road. I'm hoping that like big bad toy stores, maybe some other chain stores are going to pick up some of these. I think they will. I think they will pick up some of these for sure. So I think there'll be a chance to get one at a reasonable price later down the road. But anyways, I did back three off the bat. And that's because I want my Ecto 1, I want my Ecto 1A, and I want my Afterlife version. So as many of you guys that follow me on this channel know, I do a lot of customization. I like to build my own stuff as well, so which a lot of Ghostbuster fans love to do, especially with the props. But I like to work on the cars as well. And so I'm going to turn one of the Ecto 1s into an Afterlife version, get it all dirty and rustied up, and move the ladder over and all that fun stuff, mess with the door. So that's going to be fun. I also want a fourth one because I'm one of the very rare people who, I'm such a Ghostbuster nut that I like to turn an Ecto 1 into the pre-Ecto. The black and gray Ecto that Ray Stantz pulled up at the Ghostbuster firehouse before they worked on it and turned it into the Ecto. I like to call it the pre-Ecto. So I like that black version as well. The hearse. I turned one of my Blitzway Ecto 1s into the black hearse. Actually sold it, but that's what I do. I tend to buy things, work on it, enjoy it for a while, and then let it go and sell it. So that's kind of the collector I am. Don't really have the space to hold on to every little thing I ever collect. So I used to regret that, and now I realize that's just what I do. I like to enjoy things for a while, and then when I see something else that I want even more, I have to let something go, and can't take this stuff with you when you're dead anyway. So, but there's just so much stuff, especially when it comes to Ghostbusters, that and like I said, I love to work on this stuff. I love tinkering. I love whatever. I love creating things. So, anyways, I'm going to make another video going in way more depth detail about the things I hope that they will change, and fix. And yeah, but at this moment, I'm just excited that this is going to happen. I did back 3. For everyone out there that backed it, we are getting it, so that's going to be awesome. So anyways, look forward to that, making that video later. And yeah, so actually, let me refresh this real quick. It might already be back. Let me see. It's 11,820 right now. And I went up 1. So anyways, but I almost guarantee it's going to back today. So, all right, guys, that's about it. Like I said, look for that other video I'm going to make going in more depth detail about the things I hope they will fix on this. Yeah, so I guess that's it, guys. We are going to be getting our 1/12 scale Ecto ones. And I'm just going to sell off. Like I said in my previous video, I don't care about the figures. I don't collect those figures. So I did get a regular version and 2 deluxes, actually. And I'm just going to sell off all my figures. And on one of the deluxe, I'm just going to sell off the 1A rooftop. I mean, whatever I can. Like, I just want the cars. I want all 4 cars. I want my pre-Ecto. I want my Ecto 1. I want my Ecto 1A. And I want my Afterlife. Frozen Empire, I could care less. Personally, I think they jumped the shark on that movie. That movie's great for kids. It's awesome for kids. It's awesome for a new generation of Ghostbuster fans to come up. I have no problem with that whatsoever. Awesome. But as a diehard fan of the 84 version, I like that version better. I like the more adult Ghostbusters. Obviously, growing up, I was a huge fan of the real Ghostbusters cartoon. That was amazing. I think like many Ghostbuster fans, the cartoon, you watch the cartoon first before you even saw the 84 version. I think that was me. But I watched the 84 version so much my mom had to buy like 3 different VHS tapes because I just wore them out. But anyways, I like that more adult, I like to call it adult version of Ghostbusters. It just keeps getting more and more kiddish and kiddish and kiddish. And Frozen Empire kind of reminded me of a movie version of the real Ghostbusters, which, like I said, for some Ghostbusters fans is great. I'm not knocking it. I'm just saying it's not for me. That's all. And I don't like what they did with the car either. They didn't do much to it, but I don't like what they did. I didn't like the red stripes, racing stripes on the hood. I didn't like turning the blue hoses chrome, and it just wasn't for me. So again, I'm not knocking it. I'm not knocking anyone who likes it or nothing. For me, Frozen Empire, I just act like it doesn't even exist, really. But Afterlife, even Afterlife was a huge question mark for me going into it. I'm like, oh, kid Ghostbusters and this and that. But they did such an amazing job connecting it to the first movie, and it just has that warmth and that heart in it. And you got Ivan Reitman, producing it with his, with Jason Reitman directing it, and they made sure it was going to be a love letter to the original and to the original fans. So that, to me, that movie still has enough like realism. I know saying the word realism in a Ghostbusters movie is weird, but it's true. It still is like, it's still based like in realism, and it just felt more realistic. Like, whatever, I don't know, but Empire totally jumped the shark. So, and I knew the second I saw the trailer, I knew before they even came out with the trailer, that's what they were going to do. They were going to keep going down that kiddish, avenue. But like I said, that's awesome for kids nowadays who are getting into Ghostbusters. Great, whatever. Anyways, that's why I'm not getting a 5th Ecto 1 to turn it into the Frozen Empire Ecto 1. But I do think having the Afterlife, I love that rusted look. That, like the Ecto 1's been sitting in the barn for 30 years. I love that. That's cool. And then I do like to make the pre-Ecto just because it's fun to do, honestly. I've made a bunch of them now. But, okay, now I'm rambling like I always do. Awesome. We're getting our Ecto ones. Congrats to everyone who backed it and wants it. Hopefully for the price that we're paying. I know some people are saying, well, you get all the figures and all this and that. It's like, that's cool. For me, I'm not even going to keep any of that. I don't want any of that stuff. I just want the Ectos. So for me, it's way overpriced. But I'm also like OCD. So I don't, I have the Blissway Ecto ones, but I can't put the Ecto 1A next to those. It doesn't work for me. It's got to be all on the same scale. So this way now I get all the Ecto ones in the same scale, which will make an amazing display, I think. So, and it won't take up as much room. You're getting half the size. You can do 2 of these that you can do with one of the Blitzways. So I am selling some stuff, some other collector stuff that I have to fund this. So at least help fund it. But go in all the way or don't. So that's how I am. So hopefully I'll end up with 4 of these things. But please fix this stuff. Oh, okay. I'm going to make that video later. All right, guys. Let me check it one more time. Before I get off here. But yeah, to all those people that were like, oh no, it's going to back. Trust me, it's going to back. You were right. It's definitely going to back. It's gone up 7 now. So anyway, it's still got 2 days. It's definitely going to hit it. So I think stores, I think this spike that you get is not only FOMO, but I think it's stores jumping in and stuff like that. I think they maybe add those at the last minute. I don't know. But either way, we're going to get it. So, all right. Hope you guys had a wonderful Thanksgiving. Hope you have a great weekend. And it's an exciting one for Ghostbuster fans. I'll check with you guys later. Thanks.